Okay, cool. So we checked through everything on the cooling system of this car, your car, and so we started off with taking the thermostat that we replaced again, just to make sure nothing wrong with it. And then we put it back in, and then read the air, put the scanner on, and then check the thermostat opening, closing at the correct temperature setting, which it is doing fine. So thermostat is not a problem, because obviously it's new. And then we check the water pump just to make sure its water pump is flowing the whole cooling system. And we've taken the water pump apart and then checked the bearing for any noise or any movement, and then we didn't find any problem with it, so we put it back in, and then we read the air again, about 2 to 3 times on each component's been taken out, and then we couldn't find really any difference to the heat that's coming to the cabin. So what we've done now is we swap around the two hoses at the back of where the heater core is. That's where you get the heat getting from the engine to the cabin when you use the heater, and it's slightly better. I'm just checking the temperature at the hoses. One is showing about 60 to 65 degrees, and then the other one is about the same, 64, 5 degrees, which is, you know, it's quite hot to touch if you're touching the straight hot water. So we're just going to check the temperature in the cabin. So I will do is I will just make it cold first. So I put the aircon on the minimum, well, coldest settings, and then eventually this will. Sorry, the temp gun is actually being a little bit slow, but you can see it's decreasing slowly. Eventually it will get down to close to 15 to 0 degrees. If it's getting close to 0, it's pretty working amazing, the aircon is. Obviously your car hasn't done much high case, so it's getting 19, 18, 17, 16, so we know that's at the colder settings on the aircon. So now we're gonna put to hottest with the aircon off. Doesn't really matter if the aircon's on or not, and then see what temperature we get. Now you suggested that the this side and then maybe on the other side might be slightly feels colder than the center one. That's probably because the heat, the heater core to get the heat from the engine to the cabin is right at the center. So center one's always going to be slightly hotter than the outer side of the vents, which is normal. So it's slowly creeping up to 54, 55, 56. If it gets around 60 to 70 degrees, which is acceptable at the highest settings, the inside is 32 obviously, but you won't get 70 degrees hot air coming right up here. It's probably going to melt your plastic, so that's what most of the manufacturers made the vent airway so that the setting is 32, and then around here should come up around that degrees, but I'm checking the temp gun inside and it's getting close to 70 now, so I think it's acceptable. So I think we actually did not find any issues to your car, except I don't know if the swapping around the heater core hoses made any difference, but right now it's at the idle and feels acceptable heat coming from the fin. So that's what we've done. You just let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. That's where we are. Thanks.